Not too long ago, you got an email from me, and you probably wondered who in the world is this guy. Anyhow, we just got back from the Cup in the Netherlands, and we started working on trying to find teams that were relevant in varying areas east of the Mississippi. We do this every few years, and that's why we reached out to you from my colleagues. They kind of helped me out in finding teams that had good programs and so forth. By the way, this is an amateur video, so please forgive me if skipping around and so forth. But anyhow, I just wanted to kind of give you a little bit of an update on me and who I am and why I wrote to you. I am Kirt Whiteside. I'm really an old guy, as you can see. I've been in this game a lot of years, 30 plus years. On the softball front, I was kind of where you have been or where you are. I was a high school coach. I was a summer ball coach of a pretty significant team way back in almost the 1800s, it seems like. I actually am known in this game a little bit by a couple of things. One is I invented the catcher's mask for Major League Baseball in the early 90s, and now today it's used as a mask in softball as well. Anyway, interestingly enough, after high school, I went on and was named the coach of the national team in France, and so I did a good bit of mentoring and coaching in France, also in other varying countries. So I've got a pretty good reach. I'm actually trying to find some athletes that are good girls that happen to play the game well. On my front, though, I'll back up a little bit again. I am married now 40-some years, so 42 years in fact. I've got 3 daughters, 2 of which the older ones played professionally, both of them internationally and one of them here stateside. My 3rd daughter actually was a softball player too for not very long. She played right field, and when we went to have batting practice, she left the field. We couldn't find her. She was under the bleachers drinking all the soda out of Coke cans from the night before a football game in the fall. Not very good. Plus, she has Down syndrome, so she wasn't very good. Matter of fact, I asked her, what do you like about softball? And she said she likes sitting on the bench. So I guess every team needs one of those, but she was one of those girls. So anyhow, that's a little bit of story on my life side. On the softball side, my reach is pretty good, as I shared with you. Right now, I think I've got athletes working on an athlete now to put from America in Spain. I've got athletes in Germany and have put athletes in Austria, Italy, the Netherlands, France, and the UK over the course of time. So if you've got an athlete that would like to play professionally overseas, I'm maybe a go-to guy for you guys. But bottom line is I'm looking for an athlete or a few athletes to fill up another team for the Cup, and everyone's concerned about the cost, and they should be because it does cost money. However, 90% of our athletes go with no family funds invested, and 70% of our parents. All they do is need to follow my lead. It's a little bit of work with a big, big result. It's an international stage, which is pretty cool. Probably the biggest international stage these girls will ever play on, short of playing in the World Series or in the Olympics, which is going to be happening in 2020, as you guys know. I'll be there, in fact, in Tokyo, so maybe if you would like to join me, that would be a cool thing to do as well. But anyhow, that's a little bit about me. It's real. The Cup is absolutely dynamic. We play teams from the Czech Republic, from Russia. We play girls that are 24 to 26 years old, average age, and of course we take over pretty much teenagers, about 13 to age 19. We do take some collegians, and on occasion we take good grade 8 kids. But needless to say, we take some very, very talented girls that are dedicated to the game, and that's how we form our teams that we go over there and play in the Cup with. Anyhow, if you have any questions, please email me back. But sorry that you got this email and you didn't know who I was, but maybe now it kind of puts a little bit of a face to the email and why we do what we do and so forth. So anyhow, any questions, please feel free to email me back, and thanks so much for looking at this.